Welcome back to part 3 of what I'm calling the great underfueling epidemic in gymnasts. And we're going to talk about the third most overlooked aspect of why your gymnast is stuck, struggling, or injured, and that is her bone health. So when we're talking about underfueling, something that people don't realize is that when a gymnast doesn't get enough nutrition, enough calories, we will not have enough for strong bones. And bone stress injuries, stress reactions, stress fractures, and bone breaks, these are some of the most common injuries in gymnasts that often get blamed on overuse or a freak accident. And while those two things do happen, most of the gymnasts that these injuries happen to are also actually underfueled. So then it really becomes a chicken or the egg. Is this an overuse injury, or has your gymnast not been getting enough nutrition to keep her bones strong? And that's why, we hit our foot on a beam and we fractured all 5 metatarsals versus we hit our foot on the beam and it's just a bruise. And so it's my wish that anytime a gymnast sees an orthopedic for some sort of injury, if they're training 20 plus hours a week, we need to have an in-depth nutrition assessment to rule out or rule in underfueling, because that's also going to determine their return to sport plan. We cannot follow typical return to sport timeline with injuries when a gymnast is underfueled because their body's compromised. Their bones, their tissues, their ligaments, their tendons, they are compromised. And if you proceed with the comeback like normal, they're just going to end up injured again, probably in the next 3, 6, or 9 months. So give us a follow if you want to come back for part 4, where we'll talk about the next aspect of the great underfueling epidemic that is often overlooked and keeps gymnasts stuck, struggling, and injured.